Welcome to today's yoga session for beginners. I will be leading you through a very simple practical sequence that you can apply every morning when you wake up or every evening as you wind down your day. Breathe deeply, entering into this space, entering into this moment, preparing your body and your mind by relaxing and letting go of the past. Feel the soles of your feet firmly in the ground, observing that the weight is centered. And gently open your eyes, first looking down at the ground, and then interlocking your fingers, stretch them down. Breathing deeply, inhaling fully, and reaching with the interlocked fingers all the way up. Lengthen the torso, stretching the palms up to the ceiling. Feel the rib cage lift away from the navel. And as we exhale, we're going to squeeze the glutes. And as we inhale, we're going to relax those muscles. On the exhalation, push the pelvis forward, the thighs into each other. And on the inhalation, relax all the muscles of the lower back and hip. One more time. Exhaling. Squeeze it very well and relax. We are going to start to bend to the right side. Exhaling and bend. Inhaling up. Exhale and bend to the left. Inhale and up. Exhale, bend to the right. Let's hold here with the breath normal. Feel the stretch on the entire left lateral side. Inhaling, come to the center. Exhaling to the left. Breathe normally as you feel your right foot firmly grounded. Inhale and come to the center. And exhale, release the hands down. Vakrasana, rolling the shoulders back, pushing the fingers down, keeping the glutes active. Inhale, palms facing each other, lift to the shoulder level. Exhale, keeping your shoulders squared, look to the right side. Breathe normally, gentle twist, looking in the direction of your fingertips. Inhale, come to the center. Exhale, going to the left side. Only as much as you can go while still keeping the hips pointed forward. Inhale to the center. Once more, exhale to the right and breathe normally. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left side. Inhale to the center. Exhale down. You can shake it off. Your arms must have gotten a little bit more tired now since we've been keeping them up. A little bit of lactic acid built up, but that's okay. Let's start to activate the neck, ears to the shoulders. And then looking right and then left. Looking up and down. Circles with the neck. One clockwise and the next anti-clockwise. Keep alternating. And relax. Let's move our shoulders back in circles. And forward. Okay, we're going to breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out and exhale. Through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. One more, and out. Our body should be feeling loose now, loose and relaxed. We're going to come to the front of the mat, keeping the feet hip-width apart, with the toes slightly in and the heels slightly out. You can look straight ahead at eye level. From here, we're going to inhale, palms facing each other, stretching up. Keep your eyes fixed. And then as we inhale, squeeze the glutes and slowly lift the heels up, going onto the ball of the foot. Let's hold this now for 7 to 10 deep breaths. It's natural to feel the weight shifting. It's okay to let go of the balance. But if we find it natural and easy to stay in our practice, letting it happen. Feeling the calves, stretching the ankles. And slowly exhaling, relaxing the heels down. Inhale, keep the arms up. As we prepare to hinge forward from the hip, bend the knees very slightly and hinging forward from the hip, bring your upper body parallel to the ground and relax the hands down. Let them hang. So observing that the shoulders are rolled back into their sockets, the wrists are directly hanging under the shoulders, and now bring your attention to the lower back, and the glutes. With the knees slightly bent, feeling the hamstrings and the insertion point into the glutes. Once again, observing where the weight is placed on the sole of your foot. From here, we're going to straighten the left knee, bend the right knee, and touch the right hand fingertips down to the ground. Let's hold here for a few seconds. Remember, the left knee is straight, the right fingertip is just about touching the ground, and the right knee is bent. And let's come back with both the knees slightly bent. Now we're going for the other side. Bend the left knee, straighten the right knee, and touch the left fingertips down on the ground, a few inches away from your feet. Once again, directly under the shoulder. Feeling the right hamstring all the way up to the lower back. One more time, lengthening the left hamstring by pulling the left quadricep, activating it, right knee bent, right hand down. Observe the back. We don't want the back to hunch. Try to keep it neutral. And switch to the other side. And relax the head, slowly rolling back up. Let's continue. Let's bring the left heel to the buttock, and gently we are going to stretch the left quad and the left hip flexor. Observe that the knees are closer to each other. And for now, we are making contact with the heel. Roll both the shoulders back and keep your right hand up at shoulder level. We want to try and bring the left knee as far back as we can go with keeping the torso upright. Remember, inner thighs are touching, so the knee is not going out wide. And relax. Changing to the other side. Grabbing the right ankle with the right hand. Opening up the chest and bringing the left hand up. Going for the most you can go, pushing the knee as far back as you can, and then relaxing the leg down. We're going to bring the hands to the back, the glutes, and just I want you to feel if you can activate and feel the difference. So press your fingers into the glute and feel the difference between the activation and the relaxation. And maintaining this active contraction, once again, we're going to bend down, this time keeping our knees straight. Resting our hands on the knees should be easy. But you feel free to allow the bend to happen from the hip without hunching the back. So observe how far you want to go right now in this moment. Just being at the knees is fine. We don't need to go all the way down. And then bend both the knees, place the hands besides the feet, and we're going to take the left leg back in a lunge position and drop the left knee to the ground. The hands are on either side of the foot. We're going to relax the left ankle, placing the ankle, the instep, on the ground, and continue to drive and open up the hip, and continue to drive the hip down to the ground, opening it up. Breathe deeply. Feel the weight equally on both hands. Consider your non-dominant hand. The neck is not stressed. You're looking just on the ground, a foot or so away from you. Now we're going to take our right hand and the left onto the knee. Keep dropping the hip down. And from here we are going to sit the hip back. And once again gently opening up the hamstring. Pushing once more forward. And let's take the right leg back. And from here we're going to sit back onto the toes. Bringing the head to the ground and relaxing. Resting in this ready posture, we're going to stretch our arms as far forward as they'll go. Sitting the hips back towards the heels. Inhaling, we come up and we're going to take the left leg forward between the palms. We're doing the other side now. Opening and stretching the hip to the ground. The breath is always a useful tool to maintain our mindfulness. Counting the breaths. Observing the non-dominant hand, pushing equally. And then lengthening the front leg, stretching the left hamstring now. A lot of yoga positions are held in silence. Let's take the left leg back. And once again, sit back into Shashankasana. Bring your elbows in to touch your knees. And we're going to measure for the next asana, which is called Marjari Asana. So to get the correct measurement, once your elbows are touching your knees, and your feet are slightly apart, your knees are hip width apart, moving one hand extra forward. Then you can shift up, and we are with the wrists under the shoulders and the hips over the knees. As we inhale, we're going to arch the back, anterior pelvic tilt, and open up the chest, looking up to the ceiling. As we exhale, first we're going to bring our chin to the sternum notch, tuck the tailbone in, suck the abdomen in as well. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, going up and expanding. Exhale, squeezing the glutes, pushing the ground. Inhale, going up, and exhale, grounding down. One more time, inhaling, and exhale. Sitting back down. Stretch the arms as far forward as they'll go. And now we're going to come up and we're going to lift the knees off the ground into the plank position. The core is tight. The hip is at level with the shoulders, not higher or lower. And feel that the weight is equally spread in between your hands and your feet. Let's hold. Look slightly in front for 7 to 10 deep breaths. That's good. Lower the knees down, and now keeping the shoulders rolling back, lower the hip down. Roll the shoulders back in the sockets here. And open up the chest. Push the ground very well, lifting your body away from the ground. And look straight ahead. Feel the abdomen. There's a lot of space that we've created in the frontal part of the body. So observe the rib cage and the belly. Squeezing the glutes very well to protect our lower back. And relax, sit back with your hands fixed on the ground in the same position. Try to sit your hip back to your heels. From here, we're going to rotate the elbows. So we're going to open up the shoulders, externally rotate the shoulders. And we want the inside of the elbow to face as far as up as we can turn them. So we don't want this is wrong with the elbows pointed up. We want the elbows pointed down and insides of the elbows pointed up. Maintaining this, spread your fingers wide, take a good grip, keep your head down, neck relaxed, and slowly push with your feet and lift your knees off the ground. Keep the knees bent initially. Create space between the shoulders and observe the peak of this mountain is the glute. Keep the abdomen touching the thigh initially, and now we're going to bring the left heel to the ground. Let's switch, right heel to the ground. And both knees bent, push the chest down. And if you feel comfortable, only then push your heels to the ground with the knees straight. And let's relax. Come into plank and drop the knees down. And we're going to sit back onto the heels. We've got the instep in contact with the ground. And we are sitting on our heels. Just relax the shoulders now. Close the eyes. Allow the ankles to naturally open up if they feel locked. Now let's come into an easy seated position. Spread both the legs forward. Take the left leg, place it under the right thigh, and take the right foot and place it under the left thigh. This is easy pose, Sukhasana. Let the wrists rest on the knees with the palms facing up. And just allow the spine to naturally lengthen up, easily straight, without any effort. Now from here we are going to turn the right palm, extend it forward, have it facing up to the sky. We're going to bring it up over the ear and touch the palm to the mid-back. We're going to take the left hand out to the side and rotate it inward, the thumb facing down. Maintain this position and bring it also to the back. Start to walk it up until the fingers meet and clasp the hands together. Feel the opening in your arms, your triceps, your shoulders. And let's release the lock. Left palm facing up, going over the ear. Right palm inward rotation. They meet at the back. Clasping the hands together. And if you can't reach the hands to each other, we can use a belt. Keep the bicep closer to the ear. And relax the hands. We're going to bring the right hand to the left knee. Push the left knee gently inward so we can open up the chest, and place the left hand behind you and gently twisting to the left side, looking over your left shoulder. So you're pushing the ground with your left hand to straighten and lengthen the spine, and you're pushing the right hand into the knee to twist more. And you can relax the hands. We'll go for the other side. Left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Push both, expand the chest and twist to the right side. You want to keep both the elbows straight. Okay, let's relax to the center. Bring the arms to the side. Inhale, lift both the hands up, bringing it into a namaste over the head. Feeling the firmness and stability like a mountain. From your tailbone to the tips of your fingers. And then exhaling, we're going to bring the hands down onto the ground and allow the head to drop. Here it's important to keep the hips on the ground. Inhaling, slowly coming up. And exhaling, open up the arms and bring them out back. Bring your hands back, palms and fingers facing away from you. Roll the shoulders back, open up the chest, and we're going to inhale, drop the head back. relax the chin down, release the hands. And now we're going to lie down on our back. Let's keep the feet closer to the hips. And with your arms outstretched, the fingertips should just about be touching your heels, not any closer than that. The feet are hip width apart and so are the knees. Let the palms press gently into the ground. Roll and tuck the tailbone in, and squeezing the glutes, lift the hip up as high as you can go. Once the hip reaches the level of the knees or parallel to the ground, we can stay there. And exhaling, relaxing the hip down. We'll be repeating this. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hip up as you inhale. Now we're going to lift the right leg up as high as you can, holding it here. And exhaling, right leg down, drop the hip. Stretch your right leg down. So the leg that had gone straight up, with the same leg we stretched down. Place your left foot on your right thigh. And we're going to twist and open, dropping the knee down to the right side. Stretch your left hand out to the side and look towards your left fingertips. Keep your left shoulder touching the ground. And keep your right knee, right leg straight and active. Okay, we'll come back to the center and we're going to hug this left knee to our chest. Relax the left foot down. Once again, bend both the knees. Heels just about touching the fingertips. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the tailbone and lifting up. Now we're bringing our left leg up as high as we can and we hold. Breathe normally. And relax the leg down, the hip down. Remember, it's okay if it doesn't go all the way up, pointing to the ceiling. Wherever we are at is totally acceptable, and we continue to improve the more we practice. Let's stretch the left leg down, place the right knee on the left thigh, and twisting to the left side, turning the head and looking to the right fingertips. Relaxing and come to the center. Let's hug the right knee to our chest. Relaxing the right leg down. Bring both the feet together and we're going to drop the knees open to the side. So the soles of the feet are touching each other, closer to the perineum, closer to the genitals. We drop the knees open. If the back wants to arch a little, that's totally acceptable. Okay, let's bring the knees together and we're going to hug both the knees to the chest. Keep the knees together as close as you can, hugging it to the center line of the body. You can grasp your fingers, your wrists, or even your elbows to pull in deeper. We're going to exhale, lift the head up. If we have no neck injuries, we can do this. And we're going to roll back and forth to massage the back. We can roll side to side, keeping the head down. And then relax the arms, relax the legs. Let the legs drop open to the side. Let the arms open outward, the palms facing up. Observe all the parts of the body wherever they touch the ground. We're going to move our attention from part to part, commanding the body part to relax, to surrender into the ground. Starting from the feet and the heels. The calves, the back of the thighs, the right glute, the left glute, and the hip. The hands and the knuckles. The forearm, the upper arm and the shoulders. Moving down again to the space between the lower back and the floor. The abdomen and all the internal organs that function to keep our body in its optimal state. The thoracic region, the back and the rib cage that protect the delicate lungs and the heart underneath. Constantly expanding with each breath of fresh air, with each breath of new life. The throat and the muscles of the neck which hold up our head. Forming a bridge from the center of command to all the other parts of the body. Relaxing all the tiny muscles of the face, the chin, the cheeks, the eyes, the temples, the ears, the back of the head. And rest the awareness at the crown of the head, a single point in the center that moves in a straight line from the top of our head to the perineum, between the tailbone and the genitals. Rest with the body. These moments are for you to love yourself totally and fully. Now we are going to make an M sound together 3 times, keeping the eyes closed. Breathing in deeply. Returning the intelligence to the body, activating the fingers and the toes. Feeling free to move the body in any way that you feel like right now. You can stretch your arms over your head or hug the knees to the chest. And roll to the right side. Staying here for a few seconds. Then whenever you feel like coming up into an easy seated position. With the eyes closed and the palms resting on the knees, join the tips of your index finger and your thumb together. Keep the other 3 fingers straight. Just observing the natural breathing. The rhythm is not controlled, it is effortless. Notice any sensations, any thoughts, any feelings, acknowledging their presence in this moment, but not holding on to them when they want to be released, when they need to be let go of. Bring the palms together in front of the chest, and for the next few seconds, allow your heart to expand, feeling fully in love with yourself, your body, your mind, every aspect of your life. And commit to spreading love, even if it's to your near and dear ones, to do one loving action for someone today. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for being present with me. Rub your palms, place your hands on your eyes, and loving your whole body, relax the hands down. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Have a lovely day.